Hi, it's Mark. I wanted to show you this battery mount that I made for my ASW 20. I saw the posting on the news group that several people were wondering, where do you put the battery? That's a good question. On the early Schleicher gliders there was no good place. So here's what I did. Other people have posted something similar. I took this bulkhead cover, which is fiberglass, off, and just to have something solid to mount it to, I ordered a piece of sheet aluminum, and I wish I could tell you exactly what it was. I guess I'll put that in the comments. I'll look up what I ordered from McMaster Car, as far as the alloy and thickness that I used. But I just traced this out, cut out the aluminum and bent it. I did start with a sheet metal brake that a friend had in his shop, but it really didn't have high enough capacity. This was pretty beefy aluminum that I used. And we got it started, but then I ended up bending it like between two pieces of wood or something. The radii aren't important on the bend, doesn't really matter. You can see there is a tire mark back here, and my new one has the same thing, the aluminum version. The tire does hit. This thing is actually relieved a little if you look at the way they made this part, but it doesn't matter if you just use a flat sheet. The wheel still retracts fine. There's enough give in the tire even with 50 psi, which is what I put in it. I don't notice anything when I retract the wheel. It comes right up. So start by replacing this so you have something to mount to, and then I just took this, made a sheet metal cover or clip that goes over the front of two batteries. These are the standard size batteries that used to be 7 amp hour. 12 volt 7 amp hour batteries. Now these are actually 8.5 amp hour batteries, but they're the same size. And so this just has these hooks in the bottom that drop into some slots and some angle. The aluminum angle bolts to the aluminum version of this, and then the strike plates for these latches also bolt onto the aluminum. And there's just some guide pieces on the side so that it all snaps into place and is located here. McMaster Car calls these spring bolts, and I got those from there, welded them onto this sheet metal, and then as I said, the latch plates bolt onto the aluminum version of this. You do have to be careful where you mount this. Measure carefully because there isn't much room. You can get the seat all the way back with this on there, but just barely. And there's not a whole lot of extra room. Now I did some analysis. I modeled this whole thing in CAD and did some analysis, and I'm confident that this whole assembly is good for 20 G's with the materials that I used based on my analysis. I suppose if I were really serious about it, I would build one and test it to failure with some sort of drop test or something. But I haven't done that. For me, I'm happy with it. I'm not recommending any particular design. This is just kind of a concept that I've come up with that works for me, and if you can use it, great. I hope it works for you. There's some still photos at the end of this video, and also uploaded to the file section in the user group. There's also an e-drawing that you can, if you have the e-drawings viewer, you can open up that assembly and you can open up each individual part, look at the parts. There's a measure feature. You can see exactly the dimensions that I used. So I hope this helps you.